6 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Zahra Sikandar. First, the headlines. Prime Minister has reaffirmed government's commitment to European Union's GSP Plus scheme. President has invited Saudi investors to explore investment opportunities in various sectors of Pakistan. Deputy Prime Minister is in Washington, D.C. to discuss important facets of Pak-US relations. Chief of Army Staff Field Marshal has discussed evolving regional and global political landscape with Chinese leadership. Pakistan has unequivocally condemned Israeli Parliament's unlawful attempt to assert sovereignty over occupied West Bank. An Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. Indian forces martyred one more Kashmir youth in Jammu district today. Now the news in detail. Prime Minister Mohammad Shehbaz Sharif has reaffirmed government's commitment to the GSP Plus scheme, which was proved mutually beneficial for both Pakistan and the European Union. He expressed the resolve while talking to Ambassador of European Union Rina Kyonke, who paid a farewell call on the Prime Minister in Islamabad today. While congratulating the Ambassador of the successful completion of her tenure in Pakistan, Prime Minister thanked Ambassador for making important contributions towards strengthening of Pakistan-European Union relations. He particularly appreciated the European Union Ambassador's efforts in ensuring significant support from the European Union during the 2022 floods in Pakistan. Shehbaz Sharif underscored the significance of European Union as one of Pakistan's largest trading partners. Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif has said the government is pursuing the agenda of digitalization, the economy, right-sizing of public institutions, and merit-based appointment of experts in public sector organizations. He was chairing a meeting on the progress of Private-Public Partnership Authority regarding the appointment of technical experts in federal ministries and departments and the strategy for foreign investment. The Prime Minister said institutional reforms are among our top priorities. He said there will be no compromise on merit and transparency in the appointment of experts. President Asif Ali Zardari has invited Saudi investors to explore investment opportunities in various sectors of the Pakistani economy. He was talking to Saudi Ambassador Nawaf bin Said Al Maliki, who called on him in Islamabad today. The president noted that both countries share common views on regional and international issues and support each other at multilateral fora. He said Pakistan and Saudi Arabia enjoy deep-rooted and historic relations based on shared faith and mutual trust. He emphasized the need to further expand these ties for the mutual benefit of the two brotherly nations. Asif Ali Zardari expressed gratitude to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia for its support to Pakistan in times of need. Deputy Prime Minister Mohammad Isaghdar has arrived in Washington, D.C., where he is scheduled to meet his U.S. counterpart, Secretary of State Marco Rubio, at the Department of State. They will discuss important facets of Pak-US relations, exploring ways and means to strengthen bilateral ties, with a particular focus on promoting trade, investment, and economic cooperation. The Deputy Prime Minister is also scheduled to speak at the U.S. think tank, the Atlantic Council, sharing Pakistan's perspective on regional and global issues, as well as the future of Pak-US relations. Chief of Army Staff Field Marshal Syed Asim Munir undertook an official visit to China. During the visit, the Chief of Army Staff held a series of high-level meetings in Beijing with senior Chinese political and military leadership, reaffirming the ironclad strategic partnership between Pakistan and China. The Field Marshal called on Vice President of China Han Zheng and Foreign Minister Wang Yi. Discussions focused on evolving regional and global political landscape, connectivity initiatives under China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, and the need for coordinated responses to shared geopolitical challenges. The Chinese leadership lauded the Pakistan Armed Forces as a cornerstone of resilience and vital contributor to peace in South Asia. On the military side, Field Marshal Asimir held meetings with Vice Chairman of the Central Military Commission, General Zhang Zhuzhe, Political Commissioner of PLA Army General Chen Chui, and Chief of Staff of PLA Army Lieutenant General Chai Ji-jun. These engagements featured comprehensive exchanges on defense and security cooperation, including counterterrorism collaboration, joint training, defense modernization, and enhanced institutional linkages. The Chinese military leadership reiterated full confidence in the strength of the bilateral defense partnership and acknowledged Pakistan's pivotal role in promoting regional peace. Field Marshal Asim Munir appreciated China's consistent support and reaffirmed Pakistan's commitment to further expanding military-to-military cooperation across all domains. Pakistan has unequivocally condemned the Israeli parliament's unlawful attempt to assert sovereignty over occupied West Bank. In a statement, Foreign Office spokesperson Shafkat Ali Khan said this deplorable act constitutes a grave violation of international law and reflects Israel's persistent disregard for Palestinian rights and established international norms. He said such deliberate and provocative action highlight the occupying powers' systematic attempts to undermine efforts for peace. These unilateral measures represent a dangerous escalation that jeopardizes regional stability and prospects for a just and lasting settlement. This is Radio Pakistan. Ethiopian Ambassador Jamal Beker Abdullah called on Chairman Senate Syed Yusuf Reza Gilani in Islamabad today. The meeting featured in-depth discussion on bilateral relations, economic and trade cooperation, defense collaboration, and other matters of mutual interest. Chairman Senate welcomed the launch of direct flights between Karachi and Addis Ababa, noting that significant potential for further collaboration in the aviation sector between Pakistan and Ethiopia. Ambassador Jamal Beker Abdullah welcomed the chairman's remarks and reaffirmed Ethiopia's commitment to strengthening trade and bilateral cooperation with Pakistan. The Senate has strongly condemned the recent decision of the Israeli parliament to approve a resolution asserting so-called Israeli sovereignty over the occupied West Bank. The resolution moved by Balbasha Mohammed Zai Khan termed it a brazen violation of international law, United Nations Security Council resolutions, and the Geneva Conventions. It called the West Bank as internationally recognized as occupied territory and that any unilateral annexation or claim of sovereignty is a clear affront to the legitimate rights of the Palestinian people. The resolution affirmed Pakistan's unwavering support for the just cause of Palestine and the establishment of an independent and sovereign Palestinian state. In Gilgit-Baltistan, Pakistan Air Force today successfully completed rescue mission and shifted 125 people to Rawalpindi, stranded due to severe weather conditions. According to details, a large number of tourists and locals are facing difficulties due to severe weather conditions in Gilgit-Baltistan. A C-130 aircraft of Pakistan Air Force rescued tourists and locals stranded in Gilgit-Baltistan. The rescued persons included 82 civilians, 25 Pakistan Army personnel, and 18 Pakistan Air Force personnel. The armed forces of Pakistan and the local administration are always at the forefront to serve the people in every difficult time. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, Indian forces martyred one more Kashmiri youth in Jammu district today. According to Kashmir Media Service, the youth, identified as Parvez Ahmed, was martyred by Indian police during a search operation in the Satwari area of the district. At least 11 more Palestinians were martyred in continued Israeli attacks on Gaza today. Those martyred include 4 aid seekers. The World Drowning Prevention Day was observed today. The objective of the day was to highlight the tragic impact of drowning on families and communities and offer life-saving solutions to prevent it. And finally, the weather. Mainly hot and humid weather is expected in most spots of the country during the next 12 hours. However, rain, wind, and thunderstorm showers likely at isolated places in northeast Punjab, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, North Balochistan, Gilgit-Baltistan, and Kashmir. And this brings us to the end of the bulletin for the moment. For more news and analysis, visit our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.